This is Fox 21 Morning News right now.
Lauren McDonald is live and local with what's out there to keep you injury-free. Lauren?
Stiff and stuck, all from shoveling snow. Coming up after the break, we're going to tell you what to do after you've fallen. That's next.
Do you stretch before shoveling snow out of your driveway? It's not as silly as it sounds.
Yeah, joint and muscle injuries rise during these winter months, but no worries. Right now, Lauren is live and local at Joint Chiropractic with tips from the experts to keep you injury-free this winter. Lauren, how are you feeling? Good morning.
You know what, Craig? I have fallen and I can't get back up. That's the thing that has been coming to my mind all morning. Do you guys remember that commercial? It was from a long time ago. It's still a staple for sure, though. So we're talking about injuries now. If you've already fallen from shoveling snow, skiing, you're out on the slopes, you know, what do you need to do if you start feeling pain, Dr. Drew?
Well, if you're feeling pain, typically as soon as you can get to the appropriate people is paramount. So any kind of emergency or urgent care, if that's the case. But it's usually ice and rice. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. Take the inflammation down.
That. I was thinking you were actually talking about real rice.
Right. No, that's the actual, the way it goes.
Right, and you don't recommend trying to do it on your own, trying to pop and...
No, nothing like that. Any sudden movement could actually make the matter worse. So you have to be very careful when you get in that situation. But it's before the situation that's the important part, where a chiropractor could help out before you even get to that point.
Right. Now, let me tell you guys, I have never been to a chiropractor before until this morning. I just got adjusted. It's not that I'm against it. It's not that I'm for it. I just have never had the opportunity to go. And just a little while ago, Dr. Drew gave me an adjustment. Incredible, like blew my mind. So kind of walk through the process, the steps we took, and like the tongue thing where you put it on one side.
Right.
That was crazy to me.
Typically for a chiropractor, anybody that's working with body mechanics, we have to evaluate where you are in space and how you hold your body up. For your case, your head was a little tilted to one side, so you weren't kind of lining up with the horizon, and it was putting a little bit more pressure on your hips and throwing your foot off.
Right.
So we adjusted those areas to kind of correct for that length, but now we can actually finish up with the one check we haven't done yet. We've checked it, but we haven't released the mid-back.
Right, definitely, and that's where this comes in?
And that's where this comes in.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is walk over to the wall, back against the wall, a little different because we're going to use gravity to our advantage. Fingers interlace behind the neck and a little tuck.
Okay.
We take this wedge and we're going to put it behind the back, along the spine, and we're going to lift the patient, Lauren, up, and there we go.
Very nice. Very nice. And let me just tell you, Dr. Drew adjusted my neck. It sounded like fireworks were going off.
Well, now you've got a whole new vision on life.
Yeah, I know. I feel like the fireworks are going off. I feel like I see a beautiful view of really crazy stuff. Really crazy stuff. Very, very cool, though. Coming up, we're going to recap all of the precautions to take for when you're outside doing those winter activities. So you guys are going to want to stick around for that.
Good stuff. And Lauren, you feel good now? You feel better?
I feel like $1 million.
You look like $1 million.
$1,001,000, actually.
Then shovel my driveway. Okay. Yeah, great.
Yeah, I will do it. I'll do it.
Awesome. I'll call you. Thank you. All right, good stuff.